Today, your favorite cereal. Yes, we're ranking them. Don't mind the blazer and don't mind how it looked. I just played 4 hours of Marvel Rivals. Your cereal. We're talking about it today. Because why? It's important and I can and I just want to. Anyways, onto the video. Because my cereal taste is immaculate and I'm never wrong, we're gonna rank these and see how they do. We have our rankings here, right? So the very top we have
Sensational.
right? This is the best cereals, absolute god tier, nothing competes with it. Euphoria, this is the next gear where it's just like, okay, yeah, this is a really solid cereal, really great cereal. You know, not quite as sensational tier, but it's very good. Meat, it's alright. I'm kind of indifferent about it. Like I'll eat it, you know what I mean? Like it's not bad. Right? It's not a cereal like I'll absolutely go like ooh in the grocery store or anything. And if I gotta have it, if it's the only thing there is, then we have Hard Rocks. This is absolute garbage, dirty cereal. Blah. Get out of my face. I will toss it and burn it if you come at me with it. And Canoodle. Canoodle is the tier where basically I don't know anything about it. And I don't know jack squat because I've never had this here before, so that's the Canoodle. Hard Rocks is absolute dirt. So, we have the Kelsey's brand. This is Canoodle. I've never had this before, nor do I ever plan on having it. It doesn't look interesting to me at all, whatsoever. The Cheerios. The yellow box. Basically the OG version, the standard edition. I've had this once a few times when I was like 3, 4 years old, like 5 years old, when I used to go to my grandma's house. I feel like this is one of those old people cereals you give to people in nursery homes and who can't wipe their own bottom and need parents to do it for them. Like I'm putting this in like Hard Rocks. This is not a great cereal at all to have. Honey something oats, but I've never had it, so I'm gonna put in Canoodle. Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles. I'd say like if I gotta have it, you know, like if it's there, like I'll eat it. But I've never been like I don't lean towards chocolate flavored cereals all that much. Um, but I've never had it that many times. But I mean, from the one time I've had it, it was like if I gotta have it, I prefer the other version of the Fruity Pebbles. Me personally, um, Cocoa Puffs. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in Meep. I'm gonna put this in Meep. You know what I mean? Like it's not bad, but it's never been a cereal that makes the back of my jaw tingle. You know what I mean? It's never been one that gives me the little. You know what I mean? I never really was like, ooh, like Cocoa Puffs, like that's the one I want. I want you. It also looks like rabbit poop to me, so that's always been a kind of a turn off. Like I remember watching a rabbit poop one time when I was like at Easter when I was like 10, and I was like, that looks like Cocoa Pebbles, and ever since then I couldn't get that image out of my head. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm gonna put this in if I gotta have it. I used to really like this cereal, and then my dad was so stingy. Like my dad was one of those parents that if you say you like something, like he gets it in abundance. And I just, or personally, just kind of got sick of eating it. And like I used to put this in I would put this in Euphoria when I was younger, but it just got to a point where I was just eating like too much of it, and I kind of was getting sick of it. So now I'll put this in if I gotta have it. And don't come at me, but I didn't like the milk when I would have it at the end. Like the milk was kind of like I didn't like all that cinnamon. It felt like it was like too grainy. It felt like I was drinking sand in my milk, and I didn't like that. Like cause the milk is like one of the it's like 50-50. It's the most important part. It is the peanut butter to the jelly. All right, it is everything. Like the milk needs to be just as good, if not better than the cereal, bro. Like it needs to be buttery. It needs that smoothing, sensational flavor, bro. Where those colors like ratatouille come up in your head. It needs all of that, right? I don't like grainy, sandy milk. Do you like sand in your drinks? Do you like sand in your food? No. Do you like that crunch in your food? No, you don't. So why would I like it in my milk? Exactly. So no, putting if I gotta have it. Oh, Raisin Bran. This is where it starts to get controversial. Putting this in Euphoria. Putting this in Euphoria. It's not sensational, but it's going to Euphoria. Listen. Raisin Bran, before people hate on me, alright? Raisin Bran always hits, and I don't know why, like, I just like I like the kind of like flat brownie little curvy cereals like that and Frosted Flakes. Like those hit to me, and I really like those. And I don't know why the raisins, like biting the raisins while I was eating the cereal was always just hitting. It was always just like a nice little smooth little chomp to have like on top of it. It was like a next blush of textures in my mouth, and I really enjoyed eating it when I was younger. So I'm gonna put this in Euphoria. I wish my parents got this for me more. Apple Jacks. Let me tell you why I'm gonna put this where I'm ranking it. Why? Because growing up, and to this day, I have been compared to the Apple Jacks guy, the big, tall, skinny one. Everyone, like, bro, take this all the way back to when I was like 3rd grade, 8 years old, growing up through middle school and high school. Even my best and closest friends can vouch and say this because they used to call me this shit themselves. They'd be like, bro, why Darren kind of look like the tall guy from Apple Jacks? Cinnamon. Like, shut up, bro, I do not look like him, do I? Hold on. Am I built like him? Am I built like him, Chad? Am I? So I got called this all the time, and this put the disdain for Apple Jacks there. I will say the commercials used to be raw. Same thing when the Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials. Those commercials used to be really tough to watch as a kid. But no, I'm gonna put this on Hard Rocks. I'm putting this on Hard Rocks. I don't care if you like Apple Jacks. Go somewhere, toodly doo 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 to the sunset, because I can't stand those freaking roasts I used to always get as a kid. Tricks. I'm gonna put this in Meep. I was never a huge Tricks guy. You know what I mean? I was never a big fan of the bunny. He was always annoying to me, so like the commercials played a really huge part whether I liked the cereals or not, because the bunny was always really annoying to me. Reese's Puffs. This might be the first sensational. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro, those commercials used to go hard. Reese's Puffs, R to the double E-S-E-S, P-U-2 to the F-F-F. And the milk you got afterwards, and I love chocolate and peanut butter. It was like having Nutella, but in cereal form. It was sensational. Hold on. Excuse me. Anyways, but yes, it was sensational to have that. So absolutely sensational for Reese's Puffs. Cornflakes. Hard Rocks. It's a plain cereal. It's trash. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's like having pennies in your mouth. I don't like that. Captain Crunch all berries. I'm gonna put this if I gotta have it. My dad would get this sometimes, and I personally didn't enjoy it all that much. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Oops All Berries, me personally, and it always hurt the top of my mouth. Like, I would crunch on it, I would like, and it would always poke the top of my mouth, and I would get like the mouth soreness, the mouth bruise at the top, bro, and like cold, like little cold sores, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I was like, ooh, like I was having to like hungry hippo, like to chomp on it, and I didn't like it. Rainberry. Ooh. I never had it, but I'm gonna put it on a Hard Rock just because of that name. Grainberry. Does that sound appealing to you? Grainberry. Ooh. Fruity Pebbles. I'm gonna put this in Euphoria. I was debating putting it in Sensation. I'm like, nah. I think this is going in the Euphoria. Fruity Pebbles. It's a hood classic. Constant classic. Y'all know it. The Flintstones. Like, you can't go wrong with the Fruity Pebbles. It's the nice, and like, call me crazy, but I only like it when the Fruity Pebbles get soggy, but not too soggy to where you're just having like solidified water, but just soggy enough to where you can get that, like, you can suck that milk in, and you can like suck that milk in, and you get that nice little crunch to it. Like, I've always liked that. Like, I liked having that soup, and the milk is really good afterwards. But I can't put it sensational because there's other cereals I would get before I get Fruity Pebbles. But Fruity Pebbles is Euphoria. Great. Apple was at this apple cinnamon flavored Cheerios. I've had this a few times. This is actually very underrated. I'm gonna put this in Meep though. Not quite Euphoria, but I'm gonna put this in Meep. This is a very solid cereal, and I really like the milk afterwards. Very slept on. If you've never had it, get it. It is solid. Milk is great. Yeah, this is going to Meep. What is this? Oh, Frosted Cheerios. These aren't bad. I'm gonna put these in Meep. I mean, this is kind of just, I don't know. I'd say if I gotta have it. I mean, because I'd rather just have Frosted Flakes if I'm gonna go that route. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really gotta have this. Oh yeah. Let me tell you something. This right here, you see this? This right here, better than your mama's pancakes. Sensational. The Pops, I don't want to hear the Pop slander, I don't want to hear no bull jive, no jargon. Pops is the best cereal of all time. Argue with your mama. Argue with your daddy. You can freaking suck my left toe in my grave. It is the best cereal ever. And I don't want to hear no debates. None of it. Pops is goated. The milk is great. It's crunchy and it has that nice little soggy flavor, that soggy texture to it. After a little while, it's goated. Pops, goats, best cereal. My dad used to get that for me all the time, boy. I used to be listen, bro. I had 2 bowls today. I don't play about my pop. Word to Marshall Street. Next cereal, Cocoa Krispies. I've never had these. Canoodle. Captain Crunch, berries. I feel like this is a classic. I'm gonna put this in Euphoria. This is borderline meat, but this is a solid cereal. I like the flavors. I like the mix of the fruity flavors and the bland flavors. It was pretty solid. I'm gonna put this in Euphoria, but it's never been like a great cereal. I'm mostly putting it there just for the status, but it's never been a cereal that's like my go-to personally. Kix, Hard Rock. My school, back when Michelle Obama was trying to turn everyone to green plants, bro, this is the type of cereal they were giving us, and this was not it. Get out of here. Frosted Krispies, Canoodle, never had them. Wheaties, just because Serena Williams is on there, I'm gonna put this in Euphoria because she's a goat, she's a dog. Chocolate Kelly's. I think my roommate eats these like really healthy cereals, and he's a very expert connoisseur. And Nolan, if you're watching this, I know you're gonna disagree with like half of these opinions, but screw you. But Chocolate Kelly's, I'm gonna put if I gotta have it. It's not terrible, but it's a cereal that's just kind of like not for me. Not really my cup of tea personally. I know if you're trying to be healthier, but miss me with that healthy cereal. Like miss me with that, bro. Like don't talk to me if you come up in here with that healthy jargon, the healthy bull drive. Like get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Go with them fitness channels or whatever. Leave. Oh, chocolate Cheerios. Okay, now these right here are Euphoria. These are Euphoria. These are good. Solid cereal. Probably, in my opinion, the best flavored cereal. Period. Better. Ooh. I'm not even gonna go into that yet. But this is a very solid and underrated flavor. My dad got these from me a few times, and I was getting jiggy with it. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait now. Captain Crunch, just the all browns. I've never had these, so I'm gonna do Canoodle, but it never looked good. Honey Nut Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios. These gonna have to go on the rocks. I've never liked. Okay, hold on. Now hold on. Por favor, un momento. If I gotta have it. Okay, listen. I know there's some Honey Nut Cheerio lovers out there. Listen, but I personally was never very hugely fond of this cereal like that. Because my dad got it. This was the most like the amount of cereal he would get. This was the most he got in abundance. He'd always get this cereal every time we were at Walmart. Every time, and back then, you know, I grew up during the Great Recession, so my dad was very cheap and stingy with that cereal breakfast money funding. So if it was more than $3-4, he was not getting. Honey Nut Cheerios and Captain Crunch were one of the cheaper ones, so he was always getting that, and I didn't like it. Stop, leave, get out of here with that, bro. And ever since then, I've grown an ever disdain for Honey Nut Cheerios because it's getting hot. So I need this fan to turn on. I put Honey Nut Cheerios, and if I gotta have it just because the milk is really good afterwards. That's the only thing that's saving it from Hard Rocks. But other than that, yeah, it's hard. It's a miss, man. Canoodle. I've never had this Honey Nut, this lollipop cereal. All right, French Toast Crunch, Euphoria. This is a good cereal. If y'all have never had this, buy this. I'm telling y'all, it'd be the variant that'd be better than the standard OG default edition cereals. I'm telling you, these right here are the French Toast Crunch flavor, crispy, but then when it gets soggy, it's really good, and the milk is really good afterwards because it's not a freaking 5 million pounds of cinnamon in my milk, and I'm not choking when I'm drinking it because sand's not getting stuck in my freaking esophagus area. It's better. All right, French Toast Crunch, goated, great. Crave chocolate. Okay, now we're getting to the good cereals. These are
Sensational.
sensational. These are elite tier, sensational tiers. You understand me? These are goated. Get these pronto. All right. I will say, I will say the milk is a little lackluster afterwards with the Crave because the brown stuff likes to get in it, and I do be choking sometimes. But the actual cereal itself is really, 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 really good. It's solid. Um, was it Chocula? What is this? This guy looks like Dr. Doofenshmirtz. I've never had it though, so canoodle. Um, is this the peanut butter Captain Crunch canoodle? But I'm gonna put it in Hard Rocks just because I don't like peanut butter flavored things. I've never had this, but this doesn't look appealing at all to me. I know I wouldn't like it. Um, Cookie Crisp. I'm gonna put this in Meep. I'm gonna put this in Meep. It's not bad. It's a solid cereal. I used to pack this in my lunches a lot, those dried cereal. But it's not bad. But it's nothing that makes me go like, ooh, wow, like, wow, easy. You know what I mean? I'm not like jumping in and out of my chair, for this cereal. You know what I mean? Sorry, I just farted. Excuse me. Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes, sensational.
Sensational.
Listen, Pops and Frosted Flakes are probably my top two cereals of all time. I love Frosted Flakes because Frosted Flakes is the frosted part is really good. It's basically like the Frosted Cheerios, but like way better, like on steroids. Like you have, right? You have Jake Paul, right? And then you have prime Mike Tyson, right? These are very recent things that happen, right? So Jake Paul is the Frosted Cheerios, and Mike Tyson is the Frosted Flakes. Prime Mike Tyson, might I add. This is a proper comparison, okay? Because like Frosted Cheerios are just it's like a wannabe. It's trying to project its big image to try to be like the big heavy hitters, which is Frosted Flakes. Not even to mention the tiger from the commercial was tough as hell.
Frosted Flakes cereal can help fuel you up and turn you into a whole different animal. They're good.
Bruh, yes, Frosted Flakes goated, top two flavors in my opinion. We get into the mini wheats. These are pretty meat. They're meat. They're not bad, but you know what I mean? I think they're better than these right here, but they're like not cereals that I'm like extravagant to get. Rice Krispies. If I gotta have it. I'm not gonna lie, I was never a big fan of Rice Krispies. It's not Hard Rocks, it's not that bad. But if it's like the only thing that's available, like I'll eat it. But I don't know, it tastes always kind of bland to me. It was always kind of bland to me, tasting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Golden Grams. Sensational. Sensational. Golden Grams are sensational tier. Alright? These are absolute banger cereal. Again, argue with the wall. Because I know people be like, Golden Grams, Pops, only old people eat team cereal. Well, I guess I'm old. I guess I'm 75. But I'm still kicking. Because efficiency over style with these cereals. Like Pops and Golden Grams. Okay? These are cereals that are bangers. They get the job done, right? They don't care about that flashy commercials, but they're good. They're cinnamony. They got the distinct flavor, and the milk is really good afterwards. Absolute goated cereals. Actually, I might take Golden Grams down to Euphoria, but it's top Euphoria tier. Like, it's really good. It's borderline sensational. But I might bring it down just a smidge, because I feel like it doesn't have the impact like these top cereals do. But they're amazing. Honeycombs. Now these are actually sensational. These are actually sensational. I love honeycombs. The milk, it's mostly because of the milk. The flavor itself is not all that, but the milk carries. If you've ever had the milk after honeycombs, bro, oh my gosh, bro. It's like dancing around at the chocolate factory. It's sensational, bro. Like, I can't even describe it how it works, bro. When you just taste that cold milk just enter the back of your throat, slowly down, and you're just like,
hey yo,
and then the beautiful just splash in your tummy, and it just makes that nice warm feeling. It's like, oh, it's almost like getting drunk, but like not really. It's like sober drunkenness, and it's really good. And it be getting you all tired afterwards, bro. Honeycombs is sensational. Fruit Loops. I'm putting this in Euphoria. It's a great, like I said, this is another one of those certified hood classic cereals. Can't go wrong with it. This is a goated cereal. Honestly, I'm picking the ones I haven't sensational before, but this is an absolute goated cereal, 100%. Lucky Charms, Hard Rock. I've never liked Lucky Charms at all. Lucky Charms, get the freak out of here, dude. The brown bits always dragged it down for me because they just tasted like granola bars in my cereal. Get out of here with that. I would only pick out the marshmallows. I literally remember I literally remember like writing an essay, like a page essay in 4th grade, explaining how Lucky Charms should only have marshmallows instead of the brown bits. The brown bits are like, oh, but it gives a balance, so it's not too much sugar. Bro, what? Bro, that's like eating poop with fucking cake. Get the fuck out of here, dude. The brown bits are terrible. Absolute garbage. Mahogany, get out of here. Lucky Charms was one of the worst cereals and most overhyped cereals I've ever seen. Oatmeal Squares, Hard Rocks as well. I mean, dude, do I even need to explain that crap, dude? I was just talking about granola. This is basically like worse than Lucky Charms because at least Lucky Charms have the mushrooms. Like, freak out of here. Okay, I won't be too harsh. I'll put Lucky Charms in if I gotta have it. But Quisp, I've never had Quisp before, and I've never had Eggos before. But this does look solid. This might be one I need to give a try. But I've never had. So Canoodle. Quisp is also Canoodle. Oreos. Euphoria. This is a very solid piece of cereal right here. It's not sensational, right? But it's solid because I love Oreos. Oreos is also my favorite cookie. So I would say Oreos for sure is definitely Euphoria. Gets the job done. It's very efficient, right? And it also has great milk afterwards. But I just don't see this being sensational. I don't see this being like a top cereal. But frankly, some of y'all might even disagree with my top cereal as well. But yeah, this is the ranking right here. This is the ranking. This is the ranking right here. Like I said, Pops is a GOAT. Frosted Flakes, top 2. You can interchange these two. Honeycombs. These are my top 3. These are my solidified top 3, and this is my top 5. My Euphoria I feel like is pretty solid. Wheaties. Yeah, I'm gonna bring these down to Meep. I get the athletic appeal, but I just don't see these being Euphoria. This is all right. This is the ranking. This is my top 5. Pops, Frosted Flakes, Honeycombs, Reese's Puffs, Crave Chocolate. That's the top 5, definitively. And if you come at me with some other arguments and stuff, I won't listen to you because I'm right. Always, the freak. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you guys have a great, pleasant day. Please read your Bible, drink your water, eat your vegetables, and stay exercising, guys. You guys have a good day, okay?